podcast. My name is Kathy. I'm coming to you from a small town in North Wales where I live with my husband, our teenage son, and our 3 cats, Pickle, Puka and Pumpkin. You can probably see Puka up there hanging out on top of the wardrobe. This is episode number 24, I think. Maybe 23. Not sure. I'll put it on there which episode it is. I'm lost. And today is the middle of March, so I think it's maybe the 15th of March 2020. Anyway, I have got lots to share with you, and I know that for a lot of people at the moment with the coronavirus and all that fun stuff going on, it can be a little bit scary. I'm not going to dwell on it. I don't think that me talking about it is going to aid anything, so I'm using the opportunity to stay home, self-isolate a little bit, but although I'm not sick and none of my family thankfully are sick, just keeping contact with people to a minimum. Great excuse to do lots of knitting and crochet, hanging out with my cats, which I have now been informed by the World Health Organization, cats cannot catch it. So awesome, I can hang out with my cats without fear. I have a shiny new mug. This is my new Harry Potter mug. Isn't it fab? I have my coffee. I have lots of bits and pieces to show you. I've got finished projects, works in progress. I've got some stash acquisition. Lots to show you. Going to try and crack on, keep this on 20 minutes, and hopefully the cats won't be too disruptive. In regards to what I am wearing today, so I am wearing my lovely sweater that I made, the only completed knitted garment that I have ever made. You've seen it before. I love it. It's perfect for this sort of weather where it's reasonably chilly outside but not cold. I am also wearing a pair of my hand knit socks. As always, I do like my hand knit socks. And of course I've got lots of socks on the needles. So I hope that you are all well. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or water or whatever it is that you'd like to drink. And let's crack on. Okay, so first up I'd like to show you my works. No, I'm going to show you my finished projects first actually. I've got 2. First up I have finished the Regia Perfect socks. So this yarn, you saw them last episode. This yarn I bought when I was over in the States last year. It is colour number 07117. It's fabulous. There is a name for it, but I can't find it right now. Oh, it's Cheesecake. That's the name of the colourway. And these are from my dear friend Ruth. And here they are. 2 socks. Perfectly matching. Surprise, surprise. Just a plain vanilla sock pattern, modified eye of partridge heel. Thankfully, Ruth did try them on. They fit her, which is fabulous. I always worry, particularly when they're sizes that are a little different to mine. Really, really happy with it. Love the yarn. It's going to wash up really well. I think it's quite a robust yarn. It's not super, super soft, though it will soften with washing. And I always worry if yarn for socks is too soft because I worry that it will wear through too quickly. This feels nice and robust. I seem to recall that is it 70%? Ooh, 75% maybe. Superwash. Let me have a look. It is on here somewhere. Yeah, pretty sure it's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, so fairly standard sock yarn. But I am ridiculously pleased with those. I've got some nice little gift bags because I am actually making socks for all of my Boadicea boardroom girls. Those lovely goddesses who support me in a professional and in a personal way. So these are the first ones off the needles. These are for the lovely Ruth, and they are going to go off to her this week. So yeah, quite pleased with those. Cheesecake. I don't know whether it's cheesecake coloured, but it's certainly very pretty. So that's finished project number 1. Finished project number 2, just for a change, a bit of crochet. So I got, when I was over in the States, I got a big ball of a Karen cotton cake. I believe it was on sale. Both myself and Emma bought one. I've been thinking about what to use it for, what to make it into. I don't really wear shawls, which is the pattern that it comes with. I'm sure they're very nice, but I don't wear them and I don't enjoy making them. So this one is Calico Flowers, which is 57021. It is a medium weight yarn, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it was a 250 gram ball, so quite a large cake. Anyway, so I decided to make myself, well, make a little tote bag. Now you can see that the yarn, it's just, I think it's maybe single crochet. I didn't have a pattern particularly. I kind of looked online and got some inspiration and then just made it up as I went along. You can see that the colours are all deliberately quite faded. You can see little blobs of greeny grey in the yellow, and you can actually probably see that it's a lovely soft colour rainbow. Calico flowers indeed. It's got a nice wide strap. It is big enough for, oh, I don't know, stuff. I don't know what it's going to get used for. This is going to be a gift. I'm not sure who for yet, but it's going into my gift box. Because I don't think you can ever have too many nice bags. And something like this, it'd be great for carrying around knitting or as a little grocery bag, all sorts of uses. It's a good size for it. So I'm really quite pleased with how that's come out. As I say, it was not anything particularly interesting. I think it's maybe double crochet, maybe single, not real sure, can't remember. And it didn't take me very long to do. It was fairly quick, which was good. So yeah, really pleased with that. It's a lovely yarn actually, to be fair. It's nice and smooth, and of course because it's cotton it doesn't have too much stretch, which is exactly what you want with a basket or a bag. So yeah, that's going in my gift box. Some lucky recipient will receive that probably for a Christmas or birthday gift. Never too early to start making things for Christmas. So they're my two finished projects, and obviously 250 grams of cotton yarn is a lot of yarn. Hang on, coffee. And so I started on another project with the same yarn. So this is what's left of it. It's probably about 100 grams in there, maybe. And there's not been much done yet. So this is, again, it's just a pattern of my own making. It's got sort of eyelets and then a big chunk of single crochet maybe. Uh-oh. Lost a tag, and now the cat's going to get it, but never mind. And then each colour change, it's got like a little row of eyelets. Hopefully I've written down exactly what I've done because it's been a while since I've worked on it. Pumpkin, don't eat the stitch marker. No, no, hang on. Don't think stitch markers are very good for cats, certainly not when they eat them. So this is going to be a like a thin tote bag. Sort of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it quite long and then fold it over, sew up the sides, and then put like a handle on it. So it would be just the right size for an iPad or a Kindle, or again, just a little over shoulder. I'm going to make the straps quite long and a crossbody tote. So to be honest, it's a great little project that I don't have to think about very much, which is always a good thing. So with this one, I am using a 4.5mm hook. It's been quite nice to do a bit of crocheting. It's been a while since I've done any. You know, knitting tends to take over my life a little bit. And that is living in my white and silver dot bag. So that's work in progress number 1. Work in progress number 2, you'll have seen this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So this is my husband's stripy unique yarn socks, my mullet socks as I'm calling them, because business on top, party on the bottom. One sock complete, he's tried it on, it fits treat. Now working on the second sock. Again, it's just a vanilla pattern. And I'm just about down to, in fact I am down to starting the heel turn. So that is on the needles at the moment. Thankfully my husband has the patience of a saint and he doesn't mind that it's taking so long, but we're getting there indeed. So that is living in my, well, when I'm working on it, it's living in this lovely yarn bowl that my dear friend Emma made for me. And when I'm taking it places, it's living in that bag. You know I like my little toiletries bags for yarn and projects. Right, what else have we got? Works in progress. Something that's not knitting, but I have been working on is I got a few of these little mandala style diamond paintings. So I've got a set of 3 and I've got the canvases for it, and as soon as I finish them I'm going to hang them up in the lounge room, replacing a picture that I'm not that keen on. So yeah, that's really pretty. Again, it's nice and simple. I have been working on my big project, but again, I'm not going to show you that until I've done a bit more, because you won't be able to tell that I've been working on it because it is so huge. So that is currently living on my dining table as I chip away at my diamond paintings. What else have I got? I've started the next pair of socks for one of my Boadicea girls. These ones are for Helen, so they chose the yarn themselves. Here it is. Look at this glorious feast of colour. Now this is, again, another ball that I bought when I was in the States. It is Cascade Heritage Rainbow Mix. And it is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, so perfect for sock yarn. There is the label. This one's been caked up using my fabulous Swift and ball winder that I got for Christmas. Usually I've kind of unraveled it and rewound it a little bit because I started using it for something else and I didn't really love how it was happening. I think this yarn is so busy that it needs a simple pattern. So I'm going to just do your basic, very basic vanilla sock pattern. I've barely started. I literally cast on last night. But you can already tell that the colours are going to be very busy. So I'm just going to do a basic 2x2 rib for about 30 rows. Do the leg, do the foot, do the heel turn, all the usual, just vanilla sock. And that is living in my Prosecco Princess bag, which I love. What else have I got? So much. Right, Hermione's Everyday Socks. So these are for a friend of mine called Ashton, who lives in Arkansas. It's this yarn here, Serenity, Premier Yarns. It's called, what is it called? It's called Viola. There you go, colour DN125-02. It's lovely yarn this, I've talked about it before because it's got the rayon from bamboo. More yarn that I picked up when I was in the States. So the Hermione's Everyday Sock, which I think everybody has knit at some point or another. Really happy with how this is coming out. It showcases the yarn, this pattern, it really does. So you can probably just see the texture there. You can probably see it better when you can see that there's the non-textured foot. There's the texture on top. It's very nice. I really like the colour. So these are coming along quite well. I'm down to the foot. I think I've probably got a little way to go before I cast off. But now I can start the second one. But yeah, I'm really happy with those. I just really like the colours. They're my colours, aren't they? Rattling through this because time is ticking on and I have got a lot to do today in the house. I need to go face the shops, get some stuff for dinner, all that fun stuff. Oh, and that is living in my grey Manly bag. I don't know why. I think it was just the bag that I had free. Good coffee. Recently discovered coffee bags, which are like tea bags but with coffee grounds. So, you know, I don't have to make a whole pot of coffee in the drippolator or using the French press or whatever. I can just use the bags, which sometimes is just what I want. I don't want to faff about. I don't need a whole jug full of coffee. I just need a cup of decent coffee. Right. The last work in progress that I have got is a new pattern for me called Peacock Socks. It's free on Ravelry and it's by Anders Knit. Alex Anders is the name of the creator. It's a variation. It's not dissimilar to Hermione's Everyday Sock, but it is different and it does have a lovely pattern texture. I am using, again, these are for one of my Boadicea girls. So these are for Maria. She's got little tiny feet. Using this yarn, Knit Picks, which was a gift from one of my pen pals, Maggie. It's 65% fine superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams, fingering weight. These socks are not going to take up 100 grams, so I'm thinking I might make myself some shorties with it afterwards. This is the yarn. It's tweedy. So again, it's caked up from my cake making machine. And you can see it's these lovely pastel pinks, but it's got these like nubs of like darker wool, and it's got some browns in it, and it's quite nice. I don't know, it looks a little nubbly to me. I'm not sure that I would choose this yarn again for socks. I think it'd make an amazing sweater or scarf or something, but perhaps not socks, because it does just look a little bit nubbly. But any hoodle. This is the pattern of the sock. Isn't that pretty? I'll say it is a new pattern for me. She has got tiny, tiny feet. I'm a bit concerned they're going to be too small, but because I've got such big feet, and so when I'm knitting very small socks, particularly with a smaller cast on. So this is, how many did I cast on for this one? Got it written down here. 52. So usually when I'm casting on for me, it's 64. For the boys, it's 64, and then for the boys I tend to do 72. So this is far and above the smallest cast on. Having said that, it is a very stretchy pattern. You can see the texture's quite stretchy. It's got a different heel to normal, so it's not a modified Eye of Partridge. It is the heel that came with the pattern, but it is a heel turn. Yeah, I really like it. I like the pattern. I think it showcases the yarn really well. As I say, for me personally, these little knobbly bits, I find them slightly distressing, but that could just be me. I know that that's the look. It's the look of this tweedy yarn, and it may change how it looks once it's been worn and washed a couple of times. So yeah, just about. I've probably got another 10 rows, and then I can start the toe on this one. So, and then I'm going to post it off, I think, and ask her to try it on before I make the second one, because if it's the wrong size, I'll need to rip it back and start again, which is fine. It's not a problem. Yeah, isn't that cute? I really like that. So I'm definitely going to use this pattern again. It's a lovely simple one. It's just got 4-row repeat, so it doesn't require too much brain. As I say, it's called Peacock Socks. It is available on Ravelry for free. Because you know me, I don't pay for patterns. I like the free ones. So yeah, do recommend checking it out. Right, so that's all my works in progress. Let me show you some stash acquisition. I have 2 bits of new yarny stash, which is, you know, completely unnecessary. I have so much yarn, it's not even funny. Right, so the first up I got from, these are both from Etsy stores, different Etsy stores. The first one is Wizard Self-Striping Collection from Yarn Unique. Here's the box. And this is something I ordered actually ages and ages ago, and completely forgot about. So when it arrived, I was like, what? Who's sending me yarn? It was me. I just ordered it like ages ago and waited for it to be re-dyed. So this is Slytherin colorway sock yarn. Self-striping. The pictures on the website look amazing. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. So it's hand-dyed. So it wasn't cheap yarn, but then that's the way it is. If you want really lovely, beautiful, bespoke hand-dyed yarn, you pay for it. Fair enough. You can see it's got little mini skein for the contrast, or not really contrast, but for the toes and the heel, and the gorgeous silver and or grey and green for the striping sock. So really, really happy with this. It's lovely and squishy, and kind of looking forward to casting these on. These will probably be for me. This particular person, they're UK based, Yarn Unique. She actually does do dyes for all of the Wizarding House colours. So, you know, your Hufflepuff and your Ravenclaw. Slytherin, of course, and Gryffindor. I'm a Slytherin girl, or at least I'd like to be a Slytherin girl. I'm really a Ravenclaw, but I like the Slytherin colours, so hey ho. Plus it'll match my Slytherin scarf and my Slytherin beanie and my Slytherin sweater, all of which I'm either making or have already purchased. I've purchased the sweater. So that is my first little stash acquisition, which I'm thrilled about. And talking of being thrilled about things, I ordered from a fairly new dyer called ChimeraCrafts. She is based up in the northeast of England, and she specialises in sustainable rare breed yarns and fibres, and obviously is an indie dyer, so sort of home dyer. And everything about her business model and the way that she promotes her product, it just really speaks to me, because it's all about sustainability. It's all about using local tradespeople, local farms, local breeds of sheep, rare sheep breeds like Blue-Faced Leicester. And there's just something about it. I'd rather spend a little more and support that sort of a business if I can, in addition to obviously buying the commercial yarn, which is fabulous as well. And I already know that I like Blue-Faced Leicester, if I can speak, because West Yorkshire Spinners uses that, and I do like that yarn. So this one is stunning. It came in the most fabulous eco-friendly packaging. It was all recycled. There's no plastic. It's all recyclable or reusable, just packaged really beautifully. This is the yarn. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. I just love it. It's got the purples, it's got the blues, it's got the pinks. Does it say, hand dyed in Yorkshire for you, ethically sourced and produced, fingering 4-ply superwash, 100% British Blue-Faced Leicester, 100 grams. So I highly, highly recommend that you check this dyer out, ChimeraCrafts. And she very kindly sent me, this is why I love buying from small companies, not only did she send me a little card saying thank you very much for the order, and that my order made her small business do a happy dance. So that's Becky who does this. Here's a lovely little card. I love that personal touch. I just love it. You can follow her on Facebook actually. Anyway, she sent me like a little mini skein as a gift to go with it. It's 10 gram mini. It's sock yarn, same dealio. How cool is that? What a sweet thought. I wasn't expecting a little gift, a little free gift, but very much appreciated. Especially when I start making my scrappy socks with all that yarn. See over there in that, yeah. At some point I've got to do a scrappy socks. So, highly, highly recommend ChimeraCrafts on Etsy, on Instagram, on Facebook. Check them out. Also feel free to check out Yarn Unique, because both of these suppliers are fabulous at what they do. Anyway, I think that is everything. I'm going to wrap up here because we have hit over 20 minutes and YouTube doesn't like it when I hit over 20 minutes. I hope that you all stay safe, stay well, don't panic, have your towel handy for those of you who read Douglas Adams books. Have your towel, don't panic, everything will be okay, I'm sure. Hunker down, get some knitting and crocheting done, and I'll look forward to seeing you next month.